All the Democrats want to do is talk and negotiate health care. They've got to have that conversation now and about Medicare and Medicaid. They've got to have it now, because if they don't have it now and they sign the CR, then they'll have no leverage over the Republicans, and the Republicans will have no incentive to talk about what's the law already. Remember, they passed the big ugly bill without the Dems, with no discussions whatsoever. So if they sign the CR, notwithstanding how much pain it's caused, and I agree, this is bad for America, but if they don't have that discussion now, then there's no incentive for the Republicans to have that discussion later. And so as a result, we just want a conversation. We want to negotiate. And the Republicans aren't even in town, at least on the Senate side, or the House side, rather, to even have that conversation. How can you resolve something if you won't talk to the other side? That's the biggest problem here. They need a mediator.
Can Cuomo win?
I don't think so. What's interesting about the case is Silwa, who's got that 16%. No one could get him out of the race. And if he stays in the race,
he's the Republican nominee for what it's worth. He's the party of a major party. So he can stay in. He's Curtis, I've used to work with on the radio. He's an interesting sort.
And I've worked with him in New York when I was a prosecutor in the late '80s, early '90s. But he's the really interesting figure.
Yeah, he's been around a long time.
If Cuomo loses, he can blame Silwa for staying in the race, because Mamdani, you know what scares the Republicans and moderate Democrats and conservative Democrats most about Mamdani? He's teaching both sides what to talk about and how to win a race, regardless of what label you put on. Affordability for the middle class and the least and the lost and the left out. And we, Republicans and Democrats, Washington or elsewhere in the hinterlands, better start talking about affordability, because otherwise there's not going to be a middle class, there's not going to be a lower class, and he's teaching us how to do that. And when you listen to him, he can figure out a way. He has a way of paying for all of these, quote, socialist ideas.
Yes,
that's what's most interesting about him. He's got a plan.
Yeah, see, once he gets Denise's money, he's off to the races.
I can't afford to be there, yeah.
It is expensive.
That's the problem. You can't afford to live in New York. You can't afford to live in New York.
That's the issue.
That's really why Mamdani is surging in the polls.